Alright, so right now I'm in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. It is 88 degrees. It's about noontime. I should have gone on the other street. Boom, boom. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. So tell me below in the comment section. I'd like to get that house right there. If you did something kind for a stranger today or this week, and what it was you did. I always like to do something kind for a stranger. Love everybody. And success is nothing without someone to share it with. There's another house. It looks like it has a historical thing on it. What's historical about that? That's what I want to know. Look at all these places that are hiring. It's RDF. Everybody hiring in Fort Walton. It looks like more than what was in the summertime. Canine aromatherapy. That's what was on that sign. Canine aromatherapy. So I can sneak over here and grab a cappuccino. There's a guy here that gives all the wrong sizes. So you get the big sizes free.
Unless you got the Stone Kid.
The Stone Kid?
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Oh no.
I walked in there, asked for the drink, and he was so stoned he couldn't keep his eyes open. He gave me a medium frappe.
It's going to be a spin of the wheel. See what size we get today. Here's your card. I need my cash for work. Need to charge the credit card charger just in case. She needs it for her work. So is everybody having a good day today? I hope you had a wonderful, profitable week. I did alright, as I usually do. Got so many jobs, don't know what to do first. Can't sit here too long with the engine running because it's really hard on your catalytic converters to burn them up. Especially if you have it in drive, it runs the transmission, it gets it hot too. Well, we're just sitting, idling. Already the drive-thru's starting to get booted up. They've got 2 lanes at this particular store. I don't know that it helps because you feel like you get only one person waiting on you anyway. You still have to wait. I'm not a big to-go food person at all. I like those mocha frappe things. It's like a Starbucks cappuccino. And if you get the small size, it's only $2. I gotta do some pinstripe work today. And I'll have another vlog on the Bauer DA buffer coming up soon to give you an update of what I think about that. I have a few Bauer DA polisher vlogs on my YouTube, so subscribe so you can get to see those for free. And I also have one on taking it apart and greasing it and all that stuff when you first get it. That's a very helpful vlog. All the vlogs I saw didn't have all the details that you needed. So I did one real detailed. So I hope everybody had a fun and profitable work week this week. That will be some good news. There's some people traveling right now, a little bit of people traveling from up north to Florida. I actually saw a very dear friend of mine I've worked with for several years walking across the Brooks Bridge yesterday. Wished I'd have had time to stop. This girl is great. I made a lot of beautiful, beautiful clothes for her. You see how that double line there? It just, to me, I don't think it really saves any time unless they have two people on the cash register to accept orders. That's a big thinking idea. Worst one is that Louisiana drive-thru right down the street here. That thing is slammed day and night, and what they do is you have to wait to get up there to order, then you have to wait to pay, and then they tell you to pull off to the side. And you wait 15 or 20 minutes just to get your food. And then they'll yell out the window and tell you gotta move or something, and you haven't even got your food yet. It's like, good, give me a refund. Okay. When it's hot like this, always make sure to keep enough fluids because it's really easy to get dehydrated or sunstroke. I had a girl working for me last month that she got really bad sunstroke because she wore black and then didn't drink any fluids while working. Get that off the dashboard, please. I just took it off the dashboard. Fix that cap. All right, let's see what's going on today. Boy, they don't like those temporary tags here. They don't like any temporaries from out of state. They told me one time it was illegal. I had Memphis, Tennessee temporaries. Those aren't even legal here. I'm like, so what do you want me to do? Then I was in Tampa and I had a Port Richey cop stop me as I was in the turn lane to go to Walmart. I had to get a straight talk phone card. And gave me all kinds of hell telling me that my license was not valid in Florida. And all that. So you telling me my license is not valid right now? It's been revoked or suspended for what reason? I have a really, really good driving record. But they persisted to tell me my license just period was not valid in Florida because it wasn't a Florida driver's license. And I regret to inform him other states are more friendly to have tourists. Because tourist business in a lot of the big cities is the income. It's how people get paid. You shouldn't discriminate against people with driver's licenses from other places for no reason. I guess maybe he assumed that I lived there. I was driving a rental car that actually had Michigan tags on it from a local rental agency there in Port Richey. I'll have to go to Tampa. I used to go every week, every 2 weeks. Work down there. Neat place. I don't know what that guy's waiting on, but I guess I how about that? God, I want that building so bad. I like that other one better though. Big one down there on 98. They want a mill for that. It's been vacant for some time. Probably have to have a lot of work done. If you want to start a business in Florida and you want to go rent a building, a lot of times you have to pay for all the upgrades yourself because the laws and the codes change constantly. And I know a girl that opened a sewing shop down in Valparaiso, Florida. And I asked her what it cost to start out. And she said, well, like without stock and everything, just to start the store? I said, yeah. And she was telling me it was like $60,000 because the building was not up to date. Somebody had just moved out, actually. They had rented there for years. And so they come in, the inspectors come in and all that. And then they wrote her up papers. She took it to the landlord, and I know goes, I'm not paying for that. And so she had to pay for all the upgrades. She'd already put her, ran in, was moving in and all that stuff. It was really bad. $60K just to open between the city permits and repairing the building and stuff. Crazy. That's before stocking. But like I say, she was a seamstress. She's, I don't know if she's still out there. I think she went out of business.
I think she did.
Yeah, I think she did. There's several other sewing places out near the base. That's really hard competition. Usually one is good enough, and that's the one that they'll all take you to. If you can be the only one, that's when you're making money. See, look at no handouts from here to the corner. But watch how many are here, and then when the cops come by, they just arrest them.
Surprised to see there's no one up there.
Yeah, those guys that change the sleeping bag. They use the same sleeping bag and change shifts. It's really bad because it holds up traffic. Because all of a sudden somebody wants to donate. And most of these guys that are over here are staying over at the Economy Hotel around the corner, which is one of the cheaper hotels. It's not the cheapest, but it's one of the cheaper ones. And a bunch of them stay in the same room, and they're loud, they're partying, they're drunk, jacked up, wandering in the hallways. And then they get up the next morning, stand out on street corners like this, and beg for money. It's really sad because if they were legit, they wouldn't be scared. And they carry these little cardboard roll-up signs, so when they see the police come, they just roll it up and stick it in their pocket. And I mean, people don't even get that, Obviously, it's a scam. And most of the beggars are men over here. There was a woman the other night walking up to cars in the gas station and tells this big sad story about how her car ran out of gas and she has to do this, that, and the other. And it was like midnight. And this guy says, "Sure, I'll be glad to help you." And he was probably about 35 years old and had a business truck, like an air conditioning business or something. He hands her, like $9. And she has no car. I'm looking around to where she's supposed to be walking to a car, and I don't see any car around. She walks to the next one. Same story. Bah, 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 bah. And was just hitting everybody at the gas pumps, asking them for money. There was no car. So the worker always notified the stores, let them know, because they don't like that stuff in that parking lot, in their parking lots, especially that store. There's postings all over. You can't do that. And so I notified the girl in the store, and she came out while she was walking up begging from somebody else. She says, "You can't stand here and ask for money." And she says, "But I need money, And so she's told him right there. She says, "She got no car. She's asking you for cigarette or liquor money." And the girl left, went to walk across the street, came back across the street, and then went inside and bought cigarettes. So that's where your money's going to. They sold that Ramada, the guy from California coming in and bought that, and the one he set up the Island Time across the street. And he's doing a great business. I have to go in that visitor center one day and see what's up with that. Looks like the windsurfer people are out. There's a bicyclist. Bicyclists have a huge right-of-way here in Florida. It's really neat. One of the greatest places I've ever seen that really respects bicyclists and gives them a place to ride. Because in California, you probably never see that. I remember cops used to stop me all the time when I was a kid going, "You have to ride within 6 inches of the curb." Sometimes it's really hard to ride within 6 inches of the curb. There would be trash or water flooding it, or the streets paved bad, or drainage thing. Water's pretty today. It's real shallow over there, but no white caps. There's some guys fishing in the illegal part. There'll be a cop there soon. They have postings on these beaches for people not to put boats up on the beaches, which I totally agree with. God, what if there's a little kid snorkeling or something? Ugh, that would just be horrible. And then they're preserving the wildlife. There's a lot of animals having their babies and stuff in those bushes, and they've got signs posted all over, but people will still go up in there. And you don't want to do it there because that's a federal charge, because that stuff's owned by the National Wildlife Preserve, yeah. Ooh, boy, you get the cops and the rangers. Not a good thing. Well, there'll be at least 2 people stuck in that sand. You don't park in the sand down here, you get stuck in it. Boy, these tow trucks make a ton of money all day long. All these cars out here. Huh?
The truck has to take this test drive.
They're supposed to have a dealer tag on that if they're running a test drive. That's not even legal. I know. I have car dealers and stuff. We had like 8 dealer tags. And you have got to put a run tag on a car before it leaves the lot. You don't want to put a whole bunch of gas in it because they would drive that sucker to New York in a heartbeat. Yeah, I'd like to test drive your Jaguar.
I'm curious about the guys who tore up the van. I wonder how far their car went.
I'm sure they're scammers. I just go out and joyride and tear up people's stuff on Craigslist. Destin, Florida, world's luckiest fishing village. I don't know about that. I guess you're lucky to not catch a shark the last time you threw the bait in. There's some people out at Crab Island. Look at that water. It's definitely emeraldy today.
I wouldn't go swimming in it.
They're now renting those big pontoon boats down there at the harbor walk. Did you see it? They had like 20 of them over there by that little bogus pirate ship thing. All right. They got the windsock up there. Got a little bit of breeze. They got 2 windsocks up there on the harbor walk. Emerald Grand Hotel there. A free boat cruise offered to us by some co-workers, which will be neat when we get time to do that one day. Sunday fun day karaoke at Harry T's. Yeah.